Hey everyone, welcome to my Market 345 final project. I really enjoyed this class and working on the final was very fun and I was very creative with my work. And again, I really enjoyed doing this class, so here is everything that I did when it came to my final project. So, a little bit about myself is that I'm studying general business right now, and I'm expected to graduate in August 2025. I'm taking one class during the summer, so that's why I'm going to graduate in August 2025. So I'm currently a senior right now. So what my final project was to create a sports betting analysis page on all social media platforms. I kind of built my own social media profile through this. I spread information about different best bets, some futures, some parlays, some analytical parlays, and then we also had some fun doing this. So we also made some fun videos like having my dog make bets and stuff like that. So I provided different analysis and statistics on which bets I thought would do well, and that's kind of what I did for my project. So it was to create best bets. So the social media market strategy that I used was kind of throw that social media party. I wanted to think about the posts that people don't see on social media when it comes to sports betting. So, like I said before, I wanted to create a social media profile that's based upon sports betting and kind of have those creative and fun posts and like having my dog pick out best bets or having like a daily college basketball best bet because you generally don't see that when it comes to betting profiles and they like to do like popular clips about what's going on and what hits or not, so you don't really have people come up with ideas about what best bets are. So, like I said, I kind of wanted to create a sports betting post, which people don't really see. So, for my goals, I would say I gained followers and views on social media. That was one of my goals going in. I wanted people to view my post and to see how they were. And that was really well, but it was difficult to get some engagement throughout the post. There were some challenges when it comes to that, as some people didn't like and comment as I would like to. But again, there were a variety of people that viewed my post, which I was very happy with. So here are some examples of what I posted on Facebook. So as you can see, right there's some trends that were kind of going on throughout all sports throughout the day. Those were like trends that I used based on statistics and analysis about what was going on. Also, here's a little analytical parlay that was based on statistics, research, and data that I used. And then for big events like the national championship, those were three best bets, which I really liked. And for big sport events like that is when I kind of used three best bets. So here are some LinkedIn examples that I did for my post. I did a little parlay, which I really thought was very useful so that people could join or people would want to follow. And then here's an example by college basketball best bet. I pretty much did a college basketball best bet almost every day, as I thought that you don't really see those a lot on Instagram or LinkedIn and throughout all social media. So here's an example of a post on LinkedIn. And then right here are some statistics which I thought were very, very good. They've hit 75% more of the time throughout the year. And it's just a thoughtful way of helping people out. So here's some examples of using X. One of the creative strategies that I used was a ladder bet. This was kind of towering people's bets or players to do very well. That was the example I used. I also came up with the analytical parlay, which is like a three-leg parlay that people would kind of follow. So that was kind of more of a fun post, I would say, as I did lots of research and data to see if that bet would do well. And then here's some weekly futures, which I thought people could use as long-term investments when it comes to sports betting. Here's some Instagram examples. One of the things I thought worked really well on Instagram was Instagram Reels. I used Instagram Reels for majority of my posts. As you can see right there, my dog is choosing the Super Bowl, which I thought was a very fun post. He also chose a Four Nations game right there, which again was a very fun post that got lots of views on and was very, very successful. So I think very more of those fun posts is what was very good. And then also me using a college basketball analytical parlay, using Reels was very, very good as those received lots of views and lots of even some engagement when it came to that. So those were some things which I thought were helpful on Instagram. So some YouTube examples. My dog picking the Four Nations final received over 500 views, so that was very, very good. I think just because it was a very popular sport event and people love to see cute videos like dogs and very fun posts. The analytical parlays were very challenging to get some views on Instagram or on YouTube, as I didn't really get that much. So that is what I thought about YouTube. Now, pin interest was very tough. You don't really get to see a lot of posts when it comes to pin interest. Um, that was kind of challenging to use. I think if I learned a little bit more about pin interest, it would suit my platform, but you don't really get to see a lot of best bets on pin interest, and not many people, kind of my generation, use pin interest. So it's kind of very tough to come up with ideas on pin interest. So. Mhm. Now, for an organizing software, I did not use Hootsuite, and I actually did my post manually. Um, I thought I'm really actually enjoyed doing my post manually and going site to site. Although it would have been a little bit easier to use a platform like Hootsuite. I did use Canva to design majority of my post, um, but did majority of my post manually. So I did not use a platform like Hootsuite. So when it comes to reverse engineering, I use some popular sports betting pages to come up with content ideas. These people had creative content while also using statistics and data that were able to drive their posts. For example, Barstool Gambling, that's a very popular sports betting page which has a variety of graphic designs, which also has lots of creative and fun content. Trust the Data, that is a Barstool affiliate which uses statistics and data to come up with ideas. And they have a great Instagram and X profile. And then finally, a a a profile called JT Picks Pro. He came up with innovative research methods, which like successful hit rates and props, which were gonna hit very well. So that was one of the profiles that I modeled, and I mostly use that model because of X. And yeah, so trust the data was also what I used when it came to doing research based on statistics and data. So the goal of my post was to increase followers while having fun. It was to throw that social media party, um, kind of like a fun social media party, and to come up with like innovative content that people don't really see day to day when it comes to sports betting. So that was kind of the goal of the post. And the tone was to kind of grab people's attention and to engage with people. It was to attract new people on social media because majority of people don't see typically the sports bets that I created with my content. So kind of the tone was to get people's attention and also engage with people while creating some new posts and ideas. So I would say the posts that work when there was a popular sport event going on, like the Super Bowl or the national championship for college football or the Four Nations final, people were attracted to my post and what I had to say, just because majority of people would like to bet on that. So that was post that I found that worked very well. And then those fun videos like my dog picking the Super Bowl or my dog picking the Four Nations had lots and lots of views. And those were some of the posts that I thought worked very well. So when it comes to the best social media channels that I used, I would say Instagram and X. These are very popular pro social media outlets that when it comes to sports betting. They're very easy to use, and people can scroll and access bets very easily, especially on X. Um, I would say those posts were very efficient, and it's very easy to use both of these channels when it comes to sports betting. So for analytics, I didn't use Hootsuite to see analytics. Instead, what I use is kind of the platform's insights, like LinkedIn analytics, or I got to see Instagram dashboard, or I got to see Facebook Meta business to see kind of what the views and engagement were. If I saw that engagement was going up for a certain post, then I kind of did more content on that. If it was going down, I did less content on that. So the analytics pages on both of these websites were very helpful and made me use the content. So what I learned about social media, it takes time, it takes lots of effort. Um, some people think that it looks very easy to post on social media, but that is not the case at all, especially when it comes to like created a social media profile or a business. It could be very challenging when it comes to that. So that was basically my main takeaways of what I learned. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed my sports betting analysis page throughout the profile, my sports social media profile that was based on a sports betting analysis page. I had lots of fun with this class, and it definitely helped me increase social media. I plan on continuing to grow my platform after this class. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed my project.